Hi there, hello everybody, and welcome to my Facebook Live. And also, this is probably most likely going to be on YouTube as well. So this is my third Facebook Live, but I really love the format of this and the interactivity. So if you guys have any questions, I have got something I was going to talk about today, but if you have anything you wanted to ask, anything you wanted to share or speak about, then of course do let me know on the Facebook comments. When this goes to YouTube, it won't be live, obviously, but in the Facebook comments, if you would like to ask questions, please do. I've got a fabulous cup of tea here. Look at that, proper steaming cup of tea from my lovely Foxy mug. So I've just done a lovely, brilliant interview with Joey Morris, which that video is going to go on her channel very, very shortly. So I'm sure you guys all know Joey's channel, but if you haven't seen Joey Morris's channel, go and check it out, Joey Morris. And we did a really empowering chat, and I thought, well, I'm in the space, I've got my headdress on, I'm feeling like making a video. I'm going to be doing a Totem Tuesday as well. So I'm doing a Totem Tuesday about the tiger, so that's coming up to today. But I thought I'd just do a little chat and a little hi, and I do have things I want to talk about, but as I mentioned, I will be open to your questions as well. So what I wanted to talk about today is dreaming the dream, and this is most likely going to be about the nighttime dreams we have, but also if there's time and inclination, we're going to look at our dreams, our deeply held dreams as well. But I'm going to start, and depending on how long I talk for. Oh, hello, hi Simon, sorry, hi Mark, hi Heather, hello guys, good afternoon, big love to you guys, thank you for joining me, thank you, hope you're really well. And Heather showed me yesterday a video of a baby tiger cub being born, and I was just, we were both in tears actually, and tigers coming up very much at the moment as a totem. So I'm going to be doing a Totem Tuesday video about the tiger very shortly. So dreaming the dream and really reconfiguring and really working out what our dreams are all about is going to be what this video is. I've always been fascinated over dreams. Now I've worked, oh hi Arwin, hello gorgeous, hello. I've always been fascinated by dreams. Now I have been doing dream interpretation as part of the psychic show that I've been working for probably about 10-12 years. I've also worked for various companies doing dream interpretation for them, for either for business sort of entertainment for them, or as deals and offers. So everyone has dreams, so even if you're not into the whole psychic world, but you all have those weird dreams, those repetitive dreams that come up once in a while. And for people that say no, I don't dream, that isn't actually the case. Everybody dreams, and we go through cycles each night. So we go through approximately 3 to 4 sleep cycles on an average night's sleep, and we all will go through a stage of that where dreams occur. It's just that your sleeping patterns are either very just healthy and strong and you don't remember the dreams, and it could just take a little bit of time to really work on opening the gateway between your waking and your sleeping mind, and we'll talk about that in this show as well. So why would I like to talk about dreams, and what do I want to talk about dreams for today? Because we spend a lot of our lives asleep, probably not as much of our lives as we'd like to. We do spend a lot of time asleep, and to our ancestors, dreaming was so important. The dreamers were the visionaries. The dreamers were the ones who were given dreams that would govern the fate of the tribe, of maybe foretell of wars or changes of location. Dreams were taken exceptionally seriously for the health of the family, the community, and for the person. You would sometimes dream a guide or dream an energy that you would work with. And I really love Dawn Brunke's book, Dreaming with Polar Bears, because I've mentioned this in my polar bear video, as I really strongly connect with totem animals, more with totem animals. Totem animal dreaming is something that's really, really important to me. And today, what I'd like to talk about is any dreams you have, or maybe any recurring themes, or your feelings about dreams that you've had that have guided you in certain directions. You know, I would love to hear from you guys. So hi everybody, hi Becky, hi Tammy, hi Meg, hi Owen, hi everybody. Again, you don't have to ask questions about dreams, but this is something that I would like to bring to your attention, and something that if you don't work with dreams, you can connect with that a little bit more. because we do spend a fair bit of our time asleep. And the language that comes through, our dreaming selves, the dreaming us that goes on that adventure every night time, comes back with all these treasures, and we kind of go, what? Oh, I'm going to work now. We don't listen often. Only when those dreams get violent, only when those dreams get really weird, only when those dreams come up with a very strong primal imagery do we take notice and go, oh, that was really strange. I feel bizarre. We maybe analyse it and think about it. But it's really worth accessing our dreaming selves and learning to connect with our dreamer. And we can do this in many ways, but the benefits of doing this is that it answers a lot of our questions. Our dreams unravel so much of what is going on deep within us. We may wonder why we're not healing from a certain situation. We may wonder why things are blocked, or, you know, why we may be pretending we're okay, but actually the dreams are showing us these deep held issues that are coming up to the surface. But dreams show us in such powerful primal ways that can be quite hard for us to understand. We have very strong themes in dreams: tidal waves, teeth falling out, being naked, being late, all these kind of ways in which we all have dreams. But we can also get involved with our dreams. We can ask for dream help. We can ask for specific dreams to come to us. So what I would like to encourage with you guys as magical, open, awesome people is to start exploring more your dreaming world, is to start connecting with your dreaming self that goes on adventures at night time, that goes on missions, that goes to resolve, to heal, to rejuvenate, to clear. Now, certain dreams we have are dreams about just getting through the day, dejunking the day, really clearing what's happened for us. And other dreams we have are more deep, hugely deep. They're about healing, they're about releasing, they're about letting go of all the stuff we felt we couldn't let go of in our day-to-day life. They're about dealing with some deep stuff. So we can actually get so much guidance about what's going on if we are confused in our daily life, if we are feeling stuck and blocked in our daily life, and we're ignoring what our dreams are telling us. We really are ignoring huge pointers to what's going on in our subconscious. So have you guys had any recurring dreams? Have you had dreams that have made you go, what was that all about? Or maybe you've actually tried to get involved with astral traveling with your dreams, or lucid dreaming, because for me, dreams are some things you can get involved with, you can learn from, you can gain huge information from. And the more you connect with your dreaming self, so I visualize my dreaming self as an adventurer, so that when I go to sleep, awake Laura has a little rest, and other Laura, dreaming Laura, puts a backpack on and goes off on an adventure and comes back to waking up Laura with a cup of tea in the morning and goes, whoa, I just did this. Do you want to hear about it? And I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. That was strange. And usually I will go down to the kitchen, me and my landlord will have a chat about our dreams, because it's what we do. We have a morning debrief of what our dreaming selves were up to. And it is so fascinating. So if you can get involved with your dreams more and not go, well, that was strange, why did that happen? Or that was a recurring dream, I feel freaked out. Or that dream, I feel uncomfortable. Or why did I dream with my ex? You know, if you can actually get involved with the dream, and the way to start this, to get to know your dreaming self, your dreaming adventurer, is to keep a dream diary, and have your journal by your bed. So keeping your dream journal is absolute number one of really getting involved with your dreaming self. Because once you're getting involved with your dreaming self, you can request help in your dreams. You can request connection with totems in your dreams. You can request connection with goddesses, or you can request resolution on situations that are holding you back in your dream time. We can't order it like a cup of tea. I'm talking about tea quite a lot because I just want to sip it. We can't order the specific dream to arrive that night. It might do. It might arrive a week later, a month later. And if we are open, and if we really work that muscle of memory of our dreaming selves, we will dive into a magical, crazy world where we exist for a fair bit of the time. So I've had, just as personal experience, I have been recording dreams on and off for my whole adult life. And recently I realised I wasn't doing it as much. And that 2 months ago, I said, I really would like to have power animal dreams. I want to connect with my totem animals in my dreams, and I want to know about it. And the universe went, yeah, I want, me. And I didn't remember my dreams. And I didn't remember anything that was going on. And I was a bit annoyed, but I kept with it. I kept putting the intention out. I would like to connect with my power animals in my dreams. And then one night I had this dream, probably about 2 weeks after I'd put this intention out for the first time. And there was me, and I was in this kind of enclosure, like by a building that was like my old school. And I realised there was 2 tigers in this enclosure. And I realised, hello Molly, mwah. Molly wasn't in my dream, but it'd be awesome if she was. But the tigers are in my dream, and it's, I know Tigers is her band, but there's 2 tigers in the dream, and they were by this gate, and they couldn't see me. And I realised I was in the enclosure with these tigers. And I went, okay, I either run away from these tigers, and they chase me, and I'm their prey because I'm running from them, or I face them, and I hope that my courage means that they'll accept me and we'll be okay. And I started to go, okay, come on, Laura. And I turned to face the tigers, and they were turned away from me, and they turned to me and looked at me. One was stronger, one was weaker. There was 2 of them, and not weaker, sorry, I don't mean that. One was more raw, one was more gentle. That's what I mean. And I looked at them and I thought, oh my God, I really hope this is a good idea, approaching them, because I can imagine one of them going for me. And as I strained my eyes to see the tigers more, the dream ended. I woke up very quickly, and I wrote it down. And I remembered, actually, when I woke up, I'd had lots of tiger dreams recently. I just hadn't remembered them. So when you start going down and journaling your dreams and going back into your dreaming self, you remember dreams that you didn't even remember you had, and you get so much more detail. So I've kept up this thing, this intention. I want animal totem dreaming. And I've had dreams, and it's so interesting to me, probably not to you guys, but the correlation, different animals, mostly 2 of them at a time, representing different aspects, and what happens in each dream. And they're coming, different animals are coming one at a time, and I'm writing it down, I'm going back into them, and I'm finding out so much about me, about my dreaming self, and about the totems and how they want to connect with me, just through journaling, through accessing that dreaming self and going back in there, keeping a note of the symbols that come through, which we will forget. You know, if we're just not interested in dreaming, we'll go, oh yeah, that was weird, there were some tigers and that happened, and anyway, but if you write it down and go, this happened, I was here, details like how many of things there were, how did you feel about it, what side of the room or the place they were in, what, you know, all these symbols, all these ideas, where they were in the world. When you start writing this down, and when you start going on a bit of an adventure and bringing back this information night after night, the correlations and the language you're being given by your dreaming self is really epic. It's really huge, and it's fascinating. And it can be like, okay, there's no coincidence here. My dreaming adventurer is bringing me back stuff that I need to decode, that means something. There's not just random images here. There's things that are coming through from my dreaming self that I can connect with, that I can work with. And I can tell you that over the last couple of months, it has been really healing, really fascinating, and also a sense of wholeness has come in as I go into that side of myself more, as I go into the dreaming adventurer and find understanding and resolution, and actually questions from going into my dreams as well. So I would encourage you to begin, like if you're new to dream adventures, visualize your dreaming self in any way you would like to visualize your dreaming. I like to see me with a little backpack on, going off an adventure each night. You know, I love that idea of just going, go to bed, I'm on an adventure, I'm going to come back in the morning, and I'm going to converse with me, and I'm going to write it down in my journal. But do it how you feel that would inspire you. Set the space, make your bed nice, you know, really switch off social media, computers and film, Netflix, whatever, half an hour to an hour before you go to bed, and just start to relax, start to get into that dreaming self. I have amethyst by my bed. I have a little spray, a sleepy time spray. Put yourself a little ritual where this is not only your resting, rejuvenation time, but it is your soul retrieval time. It's your time of finding those hidden bits of you and bringing them back, and, you know, getting healing and understanding of what's going on. So I really feel I get that a lot from my dreams, even when they are totally crazy. And I'll be like maybe in the bathroom 3 days later going, that's it, that's what it meant. Because the more you become involved with the dreams, they're like Poirot puzzles. They'll just work out in a few days later, and you'll get what's going on within you. So yeah, get your bed space, get your your sleeping area in a lovely way as possible, so that it's inviting for you to go in there. It's an inviting space for you to go and have that sacred dreaming. You can even have some dream tea. I know Star Child in Glastonbury sells lovely dreaming herbal tea, but you can drink mugwort is quite an intense dreaming tea. So don't take that if you're pregnant or, a bit sensitive to certain things. Do research what the herbs you're taking, but you can have a dreaming tea as you relax and go towards your sleeping time. So make your space sacred to sleep in as much as possible, And if you're into having totem animal dreamings, you could actually put a picture of your totem animals by your bed. If you want to dream of a specific goddess or guidance from something specific, maybe put an image of that by your bed and light a candle before you sleep, and obviously put it out again before you go to sleep, and just kind of set the intention and have that journal next to your bed, because you may wake up and go, I remember that I went on a walk, and that might be all you remember, and you start writing, I went on a walk, and you start writing, and suddenly it all starts coming back to you. Suddenly you go, oh my God, then I did this and this happened. And there was, the more you go into the dream, the more the dream gives back. And the more that muscle gets strong, like anything else, so the more you do this, the easier it is to access more information within your dreams. And you may see correlations between dreams over a certain week or a certain few weeks or months. You may see symbols that are persisting, and whatever persists is telling you this is something you need to pay attention to. So for me, 2 animals is coming up as a lot. One being stronger, one being more delicate is coming up a lot. And I won't go on, so I've been really looking at what that means to me. I'm not going to go on about that for you guys, but just to see what symbols are coming up for you. And if you just struggle with, if you're someone that goes, Laura, I just don't remember my dreams, I really struggle with it, I dare you, double dare, physical challenge you to get that journal, put it by your bed, and just put the first thing you remember as you wake up, even if it was I did blah blah blah, just one sentence. Just try to put one sense of your dreaming down when you wake up, and I really feel and I hope that over time that will get stronger and stronger and stronger. And there could be symbols that you've had for your whole life, places that you visit your whole life in dreams, and it really is worth exploring where and why these places are coming up for you. Because sometimes our dreams can really give us clues to where we're blocked in life. It's not often a very sophisticated, modern way. Our dreaming self is not telling us, oh, this is wrong with you, you haven't dealt with this, so deal with it. It just doesn't work like this. This is a primal way of connecting. This is a symbol that maybe everyone in the whole world will understand when it comes up, but it's personal to you. So you may dream you're in a church, and you may dream that your ex is there and that you have to deal with them and confront them. Well, it really is really very valuable to write this down. Look at where you are in the church. Look at what a church means to you. How did you feel? What was the conversation? It can be so valuable to spend some time, and by doing this, you actually may be unraveling heartache, loss, grief, and freeing some emotion that keeps persisting. So I'd love to hear your dreams, guys. If you have any dreams that you have on a regular basis, or if you have any questions about dream memory and lucid dreaming and getting involved with connecting with your dreams, then please do get involved and do let me know. I know I can ramble on, but for me, I find the excitement and the adventure is making this a two-way conversation. Sleeping self, waking self, setting yourself a challenge to remember or to have a specific dream, and then awaiting that dream, and then bringing that dream back, and then integrating that into your waking life. We often ask other people questions. What should I do about this? Why am I stuck in this situation? What's going on? But actually, there's so much wisdom coming up for us each night, and we are not listening to it because maybe it's very hard to understand. Like, I understand why, because it can be quite hard to understand what our dreams mean, because it can seem like a bit of an alien language, can't it? It can seem so intense, so strange. It can seem a bit like an alien landscape that we're entering, and you may think, how can that help me? But if you get involved with it and look at it in a very symbolic way, and look at what makes up your dreams and get involved with those dreams, honestly, I promise you, not all your dreams will make sense, but you'll start unraveling parts of yourself that you have maybe not looked at, not wanted to deal with, but actually brings us treasures towards you. So I'm running my totems course at the moment, and we're doing a lot about totem dreaming. That was the topic of the last week. And I've set everyone that challenge, like maybe ask for totem animal dreams. And I know that some people, it's persisting, but they have received really fascinating totem animal dreams. And the animal messengers do come through in your nighttime to offer you guidance. Kind of simply because as well, our brains aren't rejecting at that point. We're open, we're listening, we're not going, oh, that can't be true, or we've got our barriers up. We're open to the dreams coming through. So the totems or the guides can find it really easy as we're traveling in our nighttime realms to come through and give us messages or show us what's going on. Now we've got a comment from Molly here saying, I always dream about forgetting my school locker combination. I graduated 13 years ago. Yes, that is the nerve dream, isn't it? That we're not, some way not prepared for life. And it goes back to that school, that feeling. It goes back to school where we first felt that sense of, I am totally unprepared for life. And also it's interesting though, isn't it? Because your locker is where your private stuff is kept. So it's actually that way to access maybe a part of you that maybe was at that time. So it's interesting, isn't it? Like maybe the locker being something that's yours, is sacred and yours, and can't get into something that is sacred and yours when the world's telling you different things. I don't know. But yeah, cool. That's just like, I do obviously love dreams. So Emma Plum says, what if you keep forgetting your dreams when you awake? Yeah, that's your brain kind of is meant to in some way. We've kind of, it's like floodgate goes, there's a kind of a narrow amount of time you have to go and go. I mean, so some dreams, they stay with us all day long. When I dream of Jason Momoa, you know what? It stays with me all day long. I don't think, but that's a different type of dream. But some dreams you have, they will just, and especially the more magic ones, not saying that's not magic, Jason, always magic every time, but some dreams are just, the deeper ones, they can just be lost because they're in such a deep place. When you wake up, a different part of your brain is being accessed, so those dreams are going to fade away. So what I would say is, Emma, to keep that journal by your bed. And it's practice, it's a muscle. Like, you can't run very far at first when you start running, but if you put a journal by your bed, and even if you wake up at 4 in the morning to go to the loo, and you just go scribble, 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 3-4 words, and then when you wake up when the alarm goes off or whatever, write down just the first thing that you remembered, and then day after day, I do kind of promise, I hope, that it will get stronger. Some days you won't remember, it's just life, the pattern of sleep just won't allow it, but the more you focus, and that's just like I was saying earlier as well, set a nice space for yourself to sleep in, create that as a sacred environment as you go to bed. That's a sacred space for you to be, and if you put that lovely intention into it, often we can remember more when we come out. Heidi says, I do have vivid dreams and write them down, but I also get sleep paralysis. Not every day, but a fair bit. Do you have a spiritual viewpoint in that? Oh, bless you. And I know a lot of people do get sleep paralysis. I haven't very often had it, and I know it can be really, really terrifying. So when you wake up and you're still in that sort of sleep state and you can't move. Spiritual viewpoint on it, I'm not the one that's come to mind, because I haven't really experienced it. I've had dreams where I've been terrified and I've woke myself up but I couldn't move. I would say that it could be sometimes that your dreams are going very, very deep, and that you may have very, very deep healing dreams coming through, and I would say that it would be really worth exploring any triggers that go on in your dreams or anything that comes up that creates this paralysis. I know a lovely lady who's very, very exceptionally creative, and she suffers some terrible sleep paralysis, but a lot of her fairy visions and dreams and ideas come from those dreams or come from those spaces. So if you feel comfortable exploring more in your dreams and writing and maybe asking for guidance before you go to sleep about these dreams, then that could be very helpful. Thank you, Heidi. I'm not sure if that was too helpful. So I don't know lots about, since I haven't had it, I probably can't give personal experience. But oh, this is interesting. Luna Bell says, Hello, beautiful lady. Hello, beautiful Lulabelle. I've had a brown bear around me a lot in visions lately. Cool, protective mama bear. I love bear and dreaming bear as well. The bear is the dream totem as well as a protective totem. So bear is, in my opinion, not fact, but kind of my opinion, our oldest totem, because there's proof of from around 70,000 years ago of Neanderthal altars in to cave bears in caves, and the fact that for maybe 70,000, maybe longer, our ancestors have revered the bear as a protective, sacred totem of their tribe and clan just gets me very excited. And they're strong, protective, of course, so they are the ultimate do not mess. I'm strong and I'm mama bear, but also they are the dreamers, because they are the they hibernate and they sleep and they change their metabolism and they go into that deep hibernation. So they are the symbols of deep dreams, of creative dreams, and they could be guides in dreams. Like, I do advise reading Dreaming with Polar Bears. I'm kind of talking about that book a lot. I'm not getting anything for advertising it. I just really like it. Dreaming with Polar Bears, and it tells you about Dawn's journey and how bears appeared in her dreams, and then she started to converse with the bears in the dreams. And it's really lovely, lovely idea. But I also would say as well to maybe converse with your bear guide and see what they would like, how they'd like to work with you, and maybe how you can connect with them as well. Emma also says, I also have a lot of deja vu. Something happens one day and I'll be waiting for the next thing to happen because I felt like I've experienced it before. Cool. Awesome. So is that happening one day and be waiting for the next thing to happen? So you've had these things maybe happen to you in dreams and then they happen in real life. Is that what you're saying? I think so. It's cool, because I think sometimes our dreams take us to places, and time is a very awake human concept, isn't it? Like spacey, wasty, timey-wimey. It's a very awake human concept, and dreams go like shamanic journeying. We go all over the place, so we can experience things that maybe we haven't yet experienced, or connect with people in, and that we haven't in the human world yet. So again, I would just really encourage everyone to explore their dreams, because a lot of these things will make a bit more sense when you have. I just can't tell you enough how beneficial I found it to go on that adventure and to connect with my dreaming self. Hello, Laura, lovely. Hope you're well. Tell me about your dreams. Let's hear about your dreams. So, yeah, I have done a lot of dream interpretation over the years. And that's really lovely, and it's good to help people to get on track with what their dreams mean, but also it's really good to a snake could mean one thing but you feel very differently about it, so it's really good to go on a personal journey to find your wisdom about dreams. What does the wasp symbolize? Lulabelle says wasp is really female power or female jealousy a lot of the time, or not just female, sorry, but kind of, it can represent standing in your power and standing in your strength and being, this is my boundary, and to be, but it can also represent other people's issues or jealousy around. So it can represent different things. The yellow is the day and the night, the yellow and the black, the day and the night, the balance of both. But you've also got the solar plexus as well, the yellow for confidence and the black for magic. Not black magic, I mean everything being magic. So wasps are really powerful. They're not bad symbols, actually, because they are often about stepping into your sovereignty, stepping into your power and really claiming your space. But they can sometimes, represent other people's anger or frustrations that you're picking up on in some way. Heather asks, what do you think about when you wake up and feel like you haven't had any dreams but feel like you haven't slept? Sorry, read this properly. What do you think about when you wake up and feel like you haven't had any dreams but you feel like you haven't slept? You wake up shattered but know you've slept. No, that's really, yeah, definitely interesting. That you could have been traveling around in your dreams, astral traveling, or I would definitely say that you have been busy in your dreams. What I'd also say is to set a space around your bed which feels really cocoony and protective. Sometimes I visualize a bubble around me before I go to sleep, just so that you are in a space where you feel safe, where you feel that you're in your power. So there is, people do often say, oh, you were wandering around last night, you were astral traveling around. Maybe there could be a sense of your dreaming self being on quite an adventure. But I would say that, again, the more you journal, and as an Augustus record, the more you write down what it is you experience, even if feel strange, feel shattered, and that could be a starting point, more things might come back, more things might come towards you. And I know in this sort of modern society, dream and dream interpretation is like a novelty, like a party trick for a lot of people. But this is because our modern society kind of knows they can't get rid of dreams, because we all have them and they're kind of intense a lot of the time. But they won't accept as such that dreams are very important for our psychological and emotional balance and healing and health. And actually they can have strong impact on our own lives, our well-being, and as I mentioned before, in our ancestral time, in what's going to happen to us, what's coming up. We connect to this great web when we sleep, and we pick up stuff, information and guidance and warnings, or often maybe repressed fears. They come up hugely for us in our dreams. So we can get so much more balance when we go in there. And they may seem trivial, but they are really, really not. And without repeating myself lots and lots, if you go into it and start that cohesive, that kind of conversation with your dreaming self, oh my God, it gets very interesting. It gets very exciting. So even if you've got a couple of minutes each morning and I know in the morning we're not often blessed with half an hour to journal, but if we are, it really is worth it. And if it is just 2 minutes to go, this happened, found a badger, this happened, and took it to the supermarket. Even if it doesn't make sense straight away, write it down, percolate it over the day. Things start coming up, things start making sense. And it is just a very, very fascinating, amazing thing. So I will probably start rounding up unless anyone's got any questions. I just wanted I thought we might get a chance to talk about your dreams that you actually hold, but we haven't got time for that today. I have ranted on about dreams a lot. Because I'm really passionate about it. And I think any way we can, because dreaming, guess what? Totally free. No one can take that, as long as you can sleep, okay. It's something we can all do. And you don't have to be anyone special or initiated to have a powerful dreaming life. So dreams are free, and they are humongous tools and pointers to what's going on in our lives, magically, emotionally, personally, and what we would like to shift and change in our lives as well. It can even be nice to kind of get a group of friends together and have a little dream group where you'll chat about your dreams and discuss what has been coming up for you, because it can be really fun to do that. So, Becky says, I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are on mythical creatures as toes. Do you mean totems? Do you have dragons as toes? That would be hilarious. It'd be a very crazy dream, wouldn't it? You look down and go, unicorn toes, and dreaming about them. Yeah, you did mean totem. I'm just being an idiot. Don't know. I just can't help a joke when it comes up. I just can't help it. Of course, absolutely. I do feel like, yeah, of course, mythical creatures are, without a doubt, powerful, powerful totems. I'm still on the toes, but totems. They are powerful totems. You could have a totem dragon, you can have a totem unicorn, phoenix, other mythical creature that I can't think of right now. They are hugely part of our psyche, because when we have a totem, it isn't often a specific animal that you'll go to the Serengeti and see and go, that's my totem. It's the energy of an animal. It is the energy of a spiritual energy of an animal that's coming to give guidance. It's our spirit friends. And of course, a dragon is a spirit energy. And so we can have a dragon totem, and we can have a unicorn totem, or whatever else. Absolutely. And when we dream about them, this is really fire-breathing toes. I know I'm there as well, Becky, with the fire-breathing toes. When we dream about these totems, again, a lot of totems you might be able to get messages from in your day-to-day life. You may see a crow flying above, a cat sitting behind you, a snail on your path. Unless you're really open to symbolism in flags or in movies, it's hard to see a dragon or a unicorn literally in front of you. And dragons are huge. I love dragons, as you know, powerful guides and energetic beings and guardians, and they will have strong messages for you. And sometimes that can only be given in a dream because we won't be open to it maybe in our day-to-day life. So if you're dreaming about totem dragons or unicorns or whatever else, really they could be very spiritual, very powerful messages coming through to you. So I am fire-breathing dragon toes. That could be a shoe range we could go into. But yeah, maybe do some more stuff about dragons and unicorns and mythical animals. You can't see I've got a unicorn that my friend bought me for my birthday above my head on the wall there. But yeah, mythical beings are totems as much as animals are our totems, for sure. So hello Charlie, lovely. Hello, good afternoon. So any more dream questions or questions about your totems and how to, and you know, I'm running my Totems Awakening at the moment, and I'm, you know, it's very, very important. Unicorn toes would be a great banner, wouldn't it? Just unicorn toes. I took the visuals. Anyway, yes. I feel my actual toes would be a letdown now after unicorn toes. Anyway, yes. I've got distracted by toes, but the idea, I want to set you on a mission now, guys and girls and beautiful people, to whatever stage you're at with connecting with your dreams, to see yourself as a journey of the adventure into your dreaming self, and to start actively, if you want a question answered, if you want to know why blah de bleedy blah, or who is my bleedy bleedy blah, I'd say it more specifically than that. Bleedy bleedy blah is probably not a very great way of talking, but you know what I mean. Ask it. It may not come that night. Honestly, dreams don't act as a internet service. They will come when they're ready, but they may prepare you. So I would just keep, maybe like, I just do is I would like to have totem animal dreaming. That's just my thing. I just keep repeating that, and they're coming through. It's taking they were slow at first, took a couple of weeks, and now they're kind of coming thick and fast. So maybe put your intent out there of what you would like and just see what comes through. And if you're someone that doesn't dream, just start writing down the first thing that you remember the next morning. Honestly, it'll soon be more than you think. So thank you for getting involved with my live chat today about dreams and dream adventurers. If you do go on your dream, see yourself as a dream adventurer and want to bring back some wisdom from your dreaming self, do let me know about it. I would love to hear about your adventures, and I do set you this challenge to put your backpack on and go on nighttime adventures to really dive into the treasures of our unconscious and our dreaming selves, because there's a lot there. Oh yeah. And sometimes there's really random things there. That's what we love about it. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all really soon. Loads of love. Happy dreaming. See you later.